Welcome back to Life No Filters. I know in the introduction I talked about how part of this was going to be my journey to lose 50 pounds. I want to give a little bit of background with that though. The journey's been kind of going on, and I actually went back today and looked at my stats over the past several years. When I met my husband in 2011, I actually weighed right around 150 pounds. Was in a super good spot. A little bit of background, I'm only 5'4", so I show weight pretty easily. And I was actually shocked to see that by January, the end of January in 2012, I was already up to 174 pounds. So that's a huge difference. I typically always carried about 154 pounds most of my adult life. So I was pretty shocked to see that. And then I looked and I had bounced up and down between 170 to high 150s, back and forth to about 2014. And then from there, it just kept climbing. In 2018, I maxed out at 202 pounds, and I hadn't been that heavy since I was pregnant, actually, which last time I was pregnant was over 12 years ago. So I was really shocked at how much weight I actually put on. And then most of 2019, I stayed between the high 180s to right around 200 pounds. So when I had enough was towards the end of last year. I had had enough. I couldn't take it anymore. Every time I looked in the mirror, I didn't even see myself. It didn't even look like me. And I was so frustrated because everything was tight. Nothing fit right. My body ached. I get a lot of nerve pain down my hips, and so it was hard to sleep. My knees hurt, my body ached, and I'd even been working out since last spring in the gym quite regularly, and I was getting stronger and I felt stronger, but I wasn't losing any pounds. So I knew something else had to give because I wasn't doing something right. And over the years, I have tried everything from ephedrine over the counter to different brands of shakes to different brands of pills. I've done keto, which I had some good success on, but it's pretty hard to maintain. At least for me it was with my lifestyle. It was hard because you have to do so much prepping and measuring and special groceries, and it really got pricey after a while as well. And then I'd make one thing for my family and I'd have to eat something separate myself. And so it just got a bit cumbersome. And working full time, it was even more so because I'd have to prep my breakfast, I'd have to prep my lunch and take with me. And so it wasn't sustainable. So I just kind of felt stuck. Like I wasn't even sure where to go again. And my husband and I had an annual Christmas party this past December 2019. Invite a bunch of friends, super fun. Everybody dresses in costumes for Christmas themes and stuff. And one of my girlfriends from down the street showed up, and I hadn't seen her in several months because we get so busy. And I was shocked. Like, she never needed to lose weight anyway, but she looked fabulous. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how much weight have you lost? And she said she was down 17 pounds. And from there, she told me she was doing isogenics. So I'm like, okay, well, tell me more about it later. Tonight, let's just drink and have fun. And it was awesome. So I followed up with her and a friend of hers the next couple days and stuff after that. And I actually started it January 2nd. So early December, I was right at 200 pounds. And again, remember, I'm only 5'4". And some of the things that I've tried over the years were really iffy because I don't have a large intestine. When I was, excuse me, when I was a teenager, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis at age 16, and I was super sick. And then I graduated right at 18, and a couple months later, they took my entire large intestine out. So I have what's called a J pouch. They take your small intestine to what's called a J pouch. And so it's just your small intestine and pulled down in shape. So anyway, with that, I have to be really careful about the kind of products I use and what I eat. There are certain things that I really can't eat much of, like nuts. Those don't work very well. Raw vegetables I can eat, but in moderation. But I have to be really careful with products, and especially anything that says cleanse, because that just doesn't go well with living with a J pouch. So I was super excited to get started. So January 2nd, I started. right after the New Year celebration, and that day I weighed 194.5, and that was January 2nd. So with doing the isogenics, I am now down. So today is February 15th, and I'm now down to 179.8. So it's super excited because I haven't seen the 170s in quite some time. So what is isogenics? Isogenics is super healthy products, totally natural, stocked full of vitamins and amino acids, and it's easy for me to follow because if you're like me and you have a busy job, or even you work outside of the house and you get so tired of prepping, or you have lots of meetings throughout the day and you're not sure if you're actually going to be able to work lunch in or not, it's super easy for me. So I make a shake in the morning and I just mix it with water. And out of all the shakes I've ever tried, from the ones that the gym sells to other vendors, they're so good, and they're creamy and they're satisfying, and it's super easy. And I mix this stuff called Ionic Supreme in it in the morning too, that really helps give a boost of natural energy because it's full of vitamins and minerals that help sustain your healthy balance. And then I have a mid-morning snack that's around 200 calories. My go-to is a sliced apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter. And then you have a shake for lunch again. And I just take a big canister of it and keep it in my drawer at the office along with another shaker. And so I don't have to take stuff back and forth. And then afternoon snacks, another 200 calorie snack. My go-to is a cup of cottage cheese. So it's a little under 200 calories. And then you have a healthy dinner between 400 and 600 calories. And what's nice about it is I don't really have to measure. Even if I make my family pasta that night, I still eat it. I just eat a small portion of it. And then I don't eat anything after dinner. And it works really, really well. And then once a week I do a cleanse day. And the cleanse day, some people refer to it as intermittent fasting, and some with these products, the cleanse day is super great because you use this Cleanse for Life drink, and I love the peach mango. It's so tasty, and it's a drink that is full of superfoods, botanicals, antioxidants, and it really helps support your body through the fasting period. You drink that 4 times spaced out throughout the day, and then you also have some small approved snacks throughout the day. And it's really not as hard as you would think. My very first one, the very first week, was a little challenging just because I'm coming off the holidays and I had been eating horrible. I ate anything I wanted, anything I saw. I was drinking quite a bit of wine, and so my body was just in shock. But I can tell you that week 2 and so on, it has just gotten so much easier, and I actually look forward to those days now because it's kind of crazy how much energy I have on those cleanse days. I usually time them around a day that I have time to go to the gym in that evening because ironically I have a lot of energy and I get in a really great workout. I stay busy, and then I in the night in the sauna before I come home and shower and get ready for bed. So it's really easy, and for me it's been super successful because I'm down 16 pounds now, and it hasn't even been 2 months. So I am super excited, and it's really helped me a lot because also I am in the process of menopause. I'm not completely done. So according to the doctors, there's a slim chance I could still get pregnant, which is a horrifying thought to me at my age. But my hormones and my body have changed a lot over the last 2 years, going through this process between hot flashes and bloating and stubborn belly fat. It's been super challenging, and this method that I've been on since January 2nd now is the only thing I've tried that's actually helped kick that. And ironically enough, having a J pouch, I feel less bloated now. I have a lot less abdominal pain and overall, so I feel great. And so this is part of my journey, and I want to journal it just to keep seeing what success I have going forward. I still am going to the gym, but not as much as I should be. I was going about 4 to 5 days a week, and now I've been going about 3, and I definitely know I need to up that again. And it's just been hard when it's so cold outside in the morning, and it's Nebraska and you wake up and the wind chill is -25. the last thing I feel like doing is getting in my car and going to the gym at 5 o'clock in the morning. So my workouts haven't been as regular, and I know I need to get in on those, but those are a key too. Those definitely help the older we get to build that lean muscle mass and do weights and help build your bone density, and then to do the cardio. So this is how I'm feeling so far, which is super great. Next time I want to get into a little bit more about the health reasons that I'm doing it, because it's not just aesthetics. I mean, yeah, it makes a big difference in how you feel about yourself. And when you look in the mirror, if you're not liking what you see or you just don't feel like yourself, it affects a lot of things. It affects you mentally and emotionally, and it affects your self-esteem, which then eventually ends up affecting how you look at things and your attitude and your ambition to do anything. So it's very cyclical. So that is definitely part of the reason, and other parts of the reason are health reasons that, could be hereditary that I want to prevent as I get older. So that is Isagenix in a nutshell for my what I'm doing with it. And I'm going to show you some pictures and go over a few of the products that I'm using. And I know not everybody has to use the same products, even if you just want to do the shakes or you don't want to do the BEA energy drink in the afternoon. There's a lot of different options to fit into your lifestyle and what you're looking for. Maybe you're just looking for a little bit more energy, or maybe you want the weight loss, or maybe you just want the convenience of not having to prep your lunch and your breakfast on the way out the door. There's so many different things that this can fit into your lifestyle for and incorporate it regularly.
Okay, here's the system I use. With the Isagenix, these are my 3 favorite shake flavors: the strawberry, the birthday cake, and the vanilla. And then here is the Ionic Supreme and the Natural Accelerator that I use every day. My breakfast every day is the 1 scoop of the Ionic Supreme that really helps with stress relief, has a lot of antioxidants in it, and helps you really feel more balanced mentally and focused. I mix that. It has kind of like a cinnamon apple taste almost. So if you love apple juice, you would absolutely love it just to drink it by itself. I'm not an apple juice fan, so I mix it with the vanilla in the shake, and that's my breakfast every morning. And I love that together because the vanilla with the apple cinnamon is just almost like a warm cup of oatmeal or something like that. But I use a simple shaker too. This is literally just a blender bottle that I got off of Amazon for less than $20. I keep one at work, I keep one at home, because for my lunches I keep this and tub of the strawberry in the bottom drawer of my desk at work, so I don't have to worry about taking things back and forth. And then these are for my cleanse days. This is the peach mango cleanse for life, which is my absolute favorite. You mix that and you drink that 4 times a day. And then these are a couple of the approved snacks that you can have along with that on your cleanse days. I can go into cleanse days much more in depth in another video though, but that's what I do once a week, and it really helps cleanse the toxins out of your body and get rid of bloat and just feeling I did my cleanse day after I had a cold last week, and I felt amazing afterwards. And it's not a colon cleanse, so that's what I really like. You're not in the bathroom all day, and that's huge for me, because not having a large intestine and only having that J pouch that I had talked about, I have to be really careful about products like that. So this has worked amazing for me, and I love the results that I get. And then these are the BEA afternoon energy drinks that I drink. It has no aspartame in it. It has the caffeine in it is 100% derived from green tea. It has adaptogen in it and antioxidants, and I love the flavors. This is the new citrus flavor, which is just amazing. And the berry, I have one in the afternoon and in the morning. As always, I have my cup of black coffee because I like coffee with nothing in it. So that's always my go-to in the morning. And then this is the pre-workout stuff that I use. I use the Amped Nitro pre-workout, and then my Repair, the after workout that's really supposed to help get rid of that lactic acid and help you recover so your muscles aren't so stiff and sore. Mine just came yesterday, so I'm super excited to try it today, and I'll let everybody know what I think. So these are my core products that I use every single day, except for the pre-workout and post-workout. I don't use that every day. But these are what I absolutely love, and which has helped me tremendously because it takes the guesswork out of everything. It's super simple, and that's what I like because I don't have to do a lot of planning, and it's just made life so much easier for me.
Remember to like the video and hit subscribe so you can see the updates that I post next time. Thanks for stopping by.